Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. Before we get into today's episode, I want to speak directly to the woman who's been doing the work, healing, growing, and showing up for love, but still wondering where it all leads. The Inspired Love Program is an 8-week journey if you're ready to stop performing, stop overfunctioning, and start creating a relationship that meets you in truth, fire, and wholeness. This isn't about fixing yourself. It's about remembering who you are and letting love rise to meet you there. So if you've been feeling the pull to go deeper, to break the pattern for good, or to finally be held in a container designed for the woman you're becoming, this is your invitation. You can find all the details in the show notes, and if that stirs something in you, follow that. Let's start your next chapter right now. Hey everybody, welcome to the Conscious Love Show. Whether you are single, you are in a relationship, or you're healing a broken heart, this show is here to inspire you, to remind you how beautiful, lovable, and amazing you truly are, and to give you the practical tools and insights to navigate from wherever you are right now to the loving relationship that you so deeply want to have. My name is Shane Kohler. I'm a certified transformational coach and trainer with over a decade experience helping people release their trauma and open their hearts to love. I've delivered seminars all over the world, coached thousands of people through my online platforms and programs, and every week I'm coming straight to you with the hottest insights and the best teachers around, bringing you powerful resources and profound conversations to heal your relationship with love, dating, and yourself. I'm so grateful you're here, and if it's your first time, welcome. You can count on me to always show up for you with my very best and a commitment to learn and grow myself so I can serve you to my maximum ability. Thanks so much for tuning into the show. I've got some awesome things planned for you today. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, this question from Isiata, she's asking, what if we feel like the partner that we attract, even if they're good, is more sexually attracted to us rather than emotionally? Why is that? And does this program help changing the attraction dynamics? So I'll break that down and answer it piece by piece. And I know you're asking about my Inspired Love program, so I'll touch on that as well. So you found a guy, he's a good guy, but he's more sexually attracted to you rather than emotionally attracted. So what's going on there, and will the program help changing those attraction dynamics? So beautiful question. Thank you for asking. Sexual attraction is often the gateway. Like, generally speaking, and I'd say this is probably mostly true for men and women, although women may be a little more attuned to emotional attraction than men, but I think it's true for men and women. Like, sexual attraction is often the gateway. If you're not sexually attracted to someone, the idea that you would want to forge a strong, lasting, lifelong relationship is slim to none. Now, of course, there are situations, and I want to say this for nuance, there are situations where you say, you know what, I'm not really sexually attracted, but they seem like a great person. I want to give them a chance. And as you get to know them, that sexual attraction develops over time. There are those situations. So I don't want to say it never happens, but generally, when you're out in your life and you find someone that you're interested in pursuing or building some kind of relationship with, usually the first thing you feel is sexual attraction. There's some kind of polarity there. There's some kind of energy that's pulling you towards the person on a physical level. If that's not there, you probably don't even notice them. You don't go home thinking about them. You don't go home wanting anything with them. So there's nothing wrong with somebody being sexually attracted to you. In fact, I think we need to get a little more we need to be a little more accepting about that, because there's a lot of shame around sexual attraction where that's literally like the building block of human relationships, romantic relationships. So I think we need to get a little more permissive about that and not shame people for having that. But let me just say this. that if the person is not interested in more than that, or if they don't have the capacity for more than that, then the relationship has no substance. Right? So, like when I look at my relationship with my wife, of course, sexual attraction was there. It was in some ways leading the beginning of our relationship. But while that was there, maybe it was the most present thing, I also had an interest and a desire for more. And that had nothing to do with my wife. It's not like I was only sexually attracted, but then I met her and she was amazing and she made me want more. That was who I was already. And that's an important key. It needs to be who that person is already. Because if that person is only interested in sex, only interested in a physical relationship, one, if you want a deep, dedicated, devotional, emotional attraction with someone, they can't offer you that. But two, they're not tuned in enough to even be able to sustain a relationship. Like if their interest stops at the physical, they're not attuned enough to sustain a healthy relationship. This is one of the reasons I always recommend this. Some women get mad about this, but it's just, I'm telling you the truth. It's good to wait a little while before having sex with a man. And I don't say that out of any kind of, patriarchal, like submission, thing, but I say that because it's really, really important information for you to see if he's willing to stick around when sex is off the table. Because while his sexual attraction may be pulling him towards you, it may be the driving factor in him wanting to get to know you, which is normal, which is even healthy. But if there's not something else that's going to keep him there, it's good for you to find that out. So, to your question, what's happening here? If you are only attracted to people who are interested in sex, but not more of a connection. And I want to say this. A lot of people talk about how what we're attracting, right? Oh, are you attracting emotionally unavailable men? Are you attracting non-committal men? Like, right? I think it's way more powerful to talk about what you're attracted to rather than what you're attracting, because you might attract all kinds of things. But what you really need to pay attention to is, while you might be attracting all kinds of things, of all the things that you attract, what is it that you're attracted to in return? Because if you find that you tend to be attracted to men who are only interested in a sexual relationship, but not an emotional one, now you've got to ask yourself, what is the identity that I'm carrying that would have my attractions show up in that way? Right? Let me rephrase that. How is it that I see myself that would then determine that I'm attracted to men like this? And that's an important question to ask, because what would be underneath that would be some really kind of heavy beliefs about yourself. Like, my only value is in my body. I'm only good for what I have to give, not for who I am. That my emotional reality or my personality or the essence of who I am is less valuable than someone being able to use my body. Now, there's no shame around the physical part of it. It's beautiful, wonderful. It's an incredible compliment to any healthy relationship. In fact, a relationship without it is probably missing something pretty essential. But if that's all it is, then the relationship is undermining your truth. It's undermining your wholeness, your completeness. And the more you remain in a situation like that, that you tolerate and reinforce that, you're not only telling him it's okay for you to use my body but not care about me. You're also telling yourself that. So when you allow someone access to your body who doesn't have interest in more than that, you're reinforcing the message in yourself, my only worth is my body. This is the reframe, and you were asking about the program. So I said this earlier. I said, the Inspired Love program is not about finding a partner. It's about finding yourself. And when you find yourself, you naturally find the partner who's a congruent match for yourself. So the moment that you say, I'm no longer going to allow someone access to my body unless they show a real investment in who I am as a person first, you're not only setting a boundary for others, what you're doing is you're sending a new message to yourself. You're saying, I know that I am worth that much. I know that my personality and my emotions and the essence of who I am deserves that. So it's not even, I'm not setting a boundary for their sake. I'm setting a boundary because this is what honors the wholeness of who I am. And to your question, would the program help that? Absolutely, it would help that. Because the program is about really getting in touch with your truth on that level. So again, as I said earlier, it's not about like, oh, let me strategize. Like, this is what a lot of women do. It's like, okay, I know it's good to not sleep with a man until I gauge their level of investment. So I'm going to do that not because I really feel it like my truth, but because it's a good strategy. If you're doing it that way, you might as well just sleep with him, to be honest. Because that doesn't matter. Your strategy doesn't matter. What matters is you being really connected to the truth. And like I said earlier, it's like letting the fire of your truth determine what happens. People often ask, like, okay, well, how long should I wait to sleep with someone? If I'm not going to sleep with them right away, how long should I wait? I don't know. Could be a few weeks, could be a few months, could be a few years. I can't answer that. What you need to do is get so connected to your truth that you feel into that and you know when it's right. That's what needs to happen there. So yes, the program would absolutely support in this. I want to say the program will support in so much more than this. But what we're talking about here will be a really powerful byproduct of you getting deeply connected to your truth. So thank you for the question. Beautiful question. Lots of love. If you're interested in the program, if you're listening to this on the podcast, you can check the show notes to get more details about the program. And if you're live with me today, you can just shoot me a DM on Instagram and we'll send you all the info about it. Thanks again for checking out the show. Please subscribe on whatever platform you listen to podcasts on the most. And I would love it so much if you leave a review and tell people what you think of us. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram @TheLivingRelationship to connect more closely. And I'm grateful to be supporting you on your journey to love.